All right, ladies and gentlemen, the action continues with the 6-round super lightweight attraction. Now making his way to the ring from H-Town, Hylon Williams Jr.
Well, part of the essence of boxing is making the necessary adjustments to win. And when a fighter has a late replacement opponent during fight week, it can be a detriment. The stronger fighter is going to find a way to adjust and overcome anything different a replacement opponent may present. And for Harley Mederos, Hylon Williams Jr. is that replacement opponent. The 35-year-old out of Houston called upon this week to step in. He's 16-6-1 over a 17-year pro career that has seen early success, lengthy layoffs, battles with multiple world champions that have taken place across 4 different weight classes. But it's also been some time since Williams has had his hand raised. Tonight, he is going for his first win since October of 2012.
2012?
And now set to make his way to the ring from Brooklyn, New York, the undefeated Harley Dennis, the Menace Mederos.
There he is, back in action, 25-year-old Harley Mederos. He's built up a motor like no other. Now 8-0 with 7 KOs, including 3 in the first round. And the Brooklyn native is back in the ring after scoring one of the more impressive stoppages that we saw in the first quarter of 2025. He laid out Arturo de Isla at the Cosmopolitan back in January on the Pacheco-Steven Nelson undercard. Tito, you were on that card as well. And Mederos did it with that signature overhand right and left hook, 2 punches that have carried him in the early part of his career. But as he accrues more rounds, he is out to prove he can win in other ways, and he may have to against the veteran Hylon Williams Jr.
Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, he wears black with white and red trim. He scaled 138.5 pounds. His professional record, 16 victories, 6 defeats, 1 draw, with 3 wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Houston, Texas. Please welcome Hylon Williams Jr. Williams Jr. And his opponent across the ring fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the black, red, and green trunks and scaled at already 141.5 pounds. Professional record, absolutely perfect. 8 fights, 8 victories, 7 of his 8 wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of the beautiful borough of Brooklyn, New York. Please welcome Harley Dennis, the Menace Mederos. Mederos.
Okay, gentlemen, you already know the rules. Let me remind you to keep it clean, protect yourself at all times, and obey my commands at all times. Listen, guys, listen. Hold on. Anything below here is a foul, and anything below here is a foul. Good luck.
Eric Dolly going through the particulars as we get ready to go for our second bout here on Before the Bell. Mederos and Hylon Williams Jr. Harley Mederos, a power starter. He's come out like a bull out of a gate in his recent fights.
Looks like Harley came out with the Freddy Krueger colors. Trying to bring some nightmares to Williams, I'm assuming.
A lot of trick-or-treat theming going on for our first 2 fights here.
Right? I'm mad mine never really fell around that time. I wanted to do something too.
Mederos of Cuban and Puerto Rican heritage. Trying to improve to 9-0 here as a pro. And those are the shots that we've been waiting for. 40 seconds in, because we know they're coming. And he punches with authority, and Hylon Williams Jr. taking a knee here in the opening minute. It could happen that quickly. 3 first-round knockouts for Harley Mederos.
Yeah, Williams needs to stay away from the inside right now, especially, Mederos, a power puncher like that, you kind of got to get him a little tired before you start coming in there right there, and you got to just slow him down. Mederos going for that knockout.
Mederos pressing here in the first round. It's that left hand, and down goes Williams again, taking another knee to the mat. Williams might not be long for this one. A thud coming from that right hand by Harley Mederos. Loves that overhand right. And follows it with the left. It's the third knockdown in the opening round.
I think they have to stop this one already, man. I thought Williams was going to come in here and bring a little better fight on. You know, especially fighting guys like Gamboa and you know, Rentas Bartolome. Harley's making easy work of it right now.
Mederos has over a minute to play with. That right hand, left hand doing some work.
They're going to stop the fight.
Nothing being thrown from Hylon Williams Jr. here. Three knockdowns in round number one over the first 2 minutes for Harley Mederos. And he is going
He needs
for
to
it.
go shot back. Or they're going to stop this fight.
Going for the stoppage. Eric Dolly telling Williams to move those hands.
I don't know, every time, I don't know if it's just me, but every time Harley lands a shot, it looks like Williams wants to take another knee.
I don't think Williams has thrown a punch.
Oh, yeah.
There's a left hand, backs up Williams. Somehow, Hylon Williams makes it out of round one.
That's a good round by Harley.
You see the pure power, and that's going to do it. Corner's waving it off. Well, Harley Mederos makes his return, but you wonder, there might be a sense of frustration from the 25-year-old. He had to work through an injury to get back into the ring before 2025 closed out. And yes, this was a late replacement, but you probably get the sense that Mederos wanted harder work here.
No, for sure, man. You know, he's early in his career, and he wants to get some rounds in, you know, just like any fighter. Obviously, we still want the knockout, but, you know, especially for being inactive for so long, you want to be able to just get inside the ring and enjoy it sometimes.
Well, Mederos is going to move to 9-0 and pick up technically another first-round stoppage with the corner retirement.
Yeah. Definitely good seeing Harley's progress, though. Actually, you know, familiar with him. I actually fought him in the Olympic trials, you know, back in 2019. I eliminated him, but, you know, definitely a good fighter. And hopefully, you know, maybe one down the line, we're able to get a fight down the line. That'd be pretty dope.
Yeah, right now competing at 135 pounds. You see the physique. He fills out nicely. Coached by Lenny Wilson. Same trainer for 140-pounder champion in Richardson Hitchens, Tito Mercado's best friend.
I know. I seen him the other day, too, at the Underground over there at the show in with Turkey. And he kept just looking back at me, man. I was like, you know what? I ain't even going to pursue him out. Last thing I need is for him to put a restraining order on me, and I really won't get that belt now.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Eric Dolly calls a halt to this contest at the end of round number one as the red corner is unable to continue, declaring your winner by TKO. He's still undefeated, Harley Dennis the Menace Mederos.
Harley Mederos gets his hand raised, improves to 9-0, records his 8th KO as well, after defeating Hylon Williams Jr. So a good night at work for the 25-year-old out of Brooklyn, New York.
Definitely didn't break a sweat, so hopefully, you know, he's able to get back in that ring ASAP.